An eerie quiet in Mexico, a day after the death of the country's most powerful drug lord. Schools out, many businesses are closed. And the trucks that the Jalisco New Generation Cartel dragged across roads to stop Mexican security forces and create chaos have been moved out the way, says the president. You can rest assured, she said, that peace, security and normality in the country are being safeguarded. In a morning press conference, new details too about the army raid that killed Nemesio Oseguera, otherwise known as El Mencho. One of his romantic partners unknowingly gave him away. Mexican intelligence tracked her to an assignation with him in Tapalpa, a small tourist town in West Mexico.
She met with El Mencho, this romantic partner, and on February 21st she left the property and we got the information that he was still there.
The armed forces moved in, encircling the cabins he was staying at, while helicopters filled with special forces laid down withering fire. El Mencho fled to the woods. There he was seriously wounded. He died on the way to hospital. So who was this man who defied the Mexican government for more than a decade? As a teen, he was a drug runner in the US. Here's his mugshot, aged 18. Then a cop in Mexico, a surprisingly common route for many budding gangsters. Finally founding his own cartel, gaining notoriety when his troops shot down an army helicopter. Songs sung about him. Stories and videos of his men giving medicine and toys to the poor. He wanted to be a Robin Hood. But most importantly, drugs trafficked by the ton. Cocaine and fentanyl heading to the US. El Mencho's cartel has a presence in all of its 50 states. That's why US authorities put a $15 million bounty on his head and eventually supplied intelligence that helped kill him. Even in the wake of his death, El Mencho left violence. 25 National Guardsmen were killed by his men just in one state, Michoacan, in the chaos on Sunday. And there were 85 narco blockades, as they're called, in different parts of the country. But his body's now been formally identified here in Mexico City. He is gone. He leaves behind a paramilitary organisation with tank-like armoured vehicles, rocket launchers and a huge arsenal of guns and manpower. Now nobody knows what they'll do next or who will take charge. The army's already sending 2,500 reinforcements to Jalisco State, the cartel's stronghold, to keep the peace. With a World Cup coming up that Mexico will joint host, a succession battle is a worry, especially with matches to be played in Guadalajara, Jalisco's capital. John Holman, Al Jazeera, Mexico City.
Don't miss out. Get the full picture. Subscribe to Al Jazeera for reliable news, expert insight. Like, share, stay ahead.